Hello and welcome to Baby Einstein in July. I'm your host, Thomas Donegan. I said that this season would include the 2004 remakes, which is what we're doing so far. We already did Baby Einstein's Language Nursery, and we already did Baby Beethoven's Symphony of Fun, but we still have more to do. I said I would do them, and this is what it is. And I also said I would cover some new Baby Einstein movies as well, but that will be a little later in the season. Right now we're going to look at our next remake, which is Baby Mozart Music Festival, which of course you all know is my favorite Baby Einstein movie of all time. See, it says here, a vibrant, award-winning musical feast for little eyes and ears. We also have a new character. Instead of the drumming bear, we get a koala as a conductor. That's right, Baby Mozart went from a drumming bear to a koala conducting the music. See? Baby Mozart the koala. Actually, the koala first appeared on the Baby Mozart 2003 CD cover, and he also appeared in the Baby Mozart Music Festival 2003 menu, the DVD menu. Yeah, even though it's still, the bear was still there, still on the front cover and still in the movie. I don't mind the koala. I prefer the drumming bear because the bear is more cuter, and I remember having a bear of my own. Also, yellow is my favorite color. And I don't mind the koala. The koala is fine. Very fine. But, does that affect my opinion on Baby Mozart Music Festival? Well, I don't really think it will, but we'll see. So, let's give the 2004 version of Baby Mozart Music Festival a try. I'm Thomas Donegan, and this is Baby Einstein in July. Oh, and you've also noticed that the warning screen with the boy's head is no longer used. No, instead we get the usual warning screen which you see on other Disney home media releases. That replaced that, but the Baby Einstein logo is still there. Just not seeing it this season. Just missed a drumming bear, a new drumming bear. The Baby Einstein Company presents Z B A M B T A R Y O Baby Mozart Music Festival. See? They even remastered the logo. Didn't see that for Baby Beethoven's Symphony of Fun. It still looked the same as the original. And here's another change, fiber optic flowers. Alright, so here we are into the Piano Sonata number 10 in C major, K330 first movement segment. And there's the Kinetic Frog. It's still there. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh yes, so I already mentioned that the warning screen with the boy's head is no longer used, but the Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo and the Baby Einstein Company logo are still there, and they even have the Disney DVD logo, which would be used for other future Disney DVD releases and others. They still have the mini orbiter planets, that's still there. That's another one of my favorite visuals. I think it would have been another Baby Einstein movie. Been like that. Alright, so I know the red one is Mars and the planet with rings is Saturn, and I think the big one up there is Jupiter. And here is the tri-illusion, the red side, that's still there, and it's also one of the three pictures on the back of the Baby Mozart Music Festival DVD. Alright, and there are two more, so other one is coming up, and the last one you'll probably see later on. In the meantime, the tri-illusion's still there, and instead of the Cosmo rings, we get some sort of ring spinner. rings attached to each other. You don't want to take them apart because it will absolutely break the toy. So they show the full version and then they show a close-up shot. Never seen that before. Still would have kept the cosmic rings. They're pretty good. But one thing is for sure, they never, ever changed the Bard the Dragon puppet show here. No way. And by the way, that's the second of 3 pictures we saw. Here's the variations on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with the lemons, the apple, and they're still there. The string beans. I'm guessing all the food pictures from the original are still there. There's the peach. We saw that in the original. And last but not least, the banana. That was still there. And here's the well-known famous Bard the Dragon puppet show, the second part. That always gets me laughing. Ha ha ha! Alright, that's so cool. I mentioned that it was the second of 2 pictures. Of course it would be there. It's one of the best, most iconic scenes in Baby Einstein history. Now we're into the Concerto for Flute and Harp first movement segment. And they still have the cargo train there. Yeah, they still have that. It's by Chico, one of the most popular baby toy manufacturers. Alright, it's crossing the bridge, going through the tunnel. And here's our next change. It's a butterfly. A butterfly that glows in the dark. That replaced the touch and play teddy bear that was flashing red, yellow, green, and blue. I still would have kept that. Yeah, I would. And here's the rainbow space wave. That's still there, and it looks very pretty. Okay, and you'll notice that the dogs chasing the balls under the apple tree, we already know that replaced the pet carousel in Baby Einstein's language nursery, so that replaces the pet carousel there. That's you Baby Einstein fans already know that the pet carousel was in Baby Einstein's language nursery and Baby Mozart, so I guess Baby Einstein decided to replace that with dogs chasing balls under the apple tree. But once again, we've got the train. It's passing by a tree, a traffic signal, going through the crossing. There's another tree, a station, a railroad crossing sign, a sign with the number 50 on it, and a tunnel and the bridge we saw from before as the segment comes to a close. Now they still have the elephant passing by the activity globe. It's still there. Glad they still have that. And here's the crab metronome. That is still there. Almost looks similar to the metronome we saw in Baby Einstein's language nursery. Don't know why they changed the metronome there. Oh, but here's the playful circus seal race. First start of the Turkish March, aka Piano Sonata number 11, third movement segment. See, they're climbing up the stairs, going down the slide, past the red flag, through the tunnel, and back up again. Glad they still have that, because it's a lot of Baby Einstein toys are like that, you know. We already know we already saw the Barnyard Friends race in Baby Einstein's language nursery and the playful penguin race in Baby Beethoven's Symphony of Fun. There are some videos on YouTube where we see these toys in action. You can check them out if you go elsewhere. But here's the animal marching band with the red dog, the white rabbit, and the yellow bear. You know that Baby Mozart was originally Yellow Bear. Now he's changed from Yellow Bear playing the drums to a koala conducting. I don't know why they changed it. My best guess is they changed it to a koala because a conductor is in charge of the music, the orchestra. So I guess they wanted to make children understand that conductor is the most important part of an orchestra. And we all know orchestras play musical pieces like this. Now, the Turkish March was not only on the Baby Mozart CD, but it was also on another Baby Einstein CD called Wake Up and Good Night. I mentioned that in Baby Beethoven Symphony of Fun. In my opinion, it's a really, really fun Baby Einstein CD. It pays homage to some of the best Baby Einstein songs on various CDs. Alright, so coming up here is another replacement that's one that I really was not satisfied with. A dragon with a music note on its tummy drops in instead of Mr. Buggety Bugget. I actually like Mr. Buggety Bugget, even though he looks kind of scary. I still would have kept him. Alright, so we already know the fiber optic flowers replace the undersea candles. Well, I don't know why they replaced them, but my best guess is children should never ever play with candles, and that is a very important fire safety tip. Oh, that's the Piano Sonata number 16 in C major second movement song that's playing. And here's the triple ooze tube. We already seen something like that in Baby Beethoven Symphony of Fun, but it's in different colors. And I think in Baby Beethoven Symphony of Fun, it was red, yellow, and blue. This one is aquamarine, blue, and red. And still looks pretty nice. Glad they still have that. It wasn't replaced in Baby Beethoven Symphony of Fun, so of course it would still be in Baby Mozart. Here's the flash lantern. That is still there. I think we've seen something like that in Baby Einstein's Language Nursery. It replaced the red, yellow, and blue candles. Not only was this song in Baby Mozart, but it was also in Bedtime Classics, Lullaby Classics, and Baby Einstein's Language Nursery. What, you Baby Einstein fans didn't know Baby Einstein's Language Nursery had a CD? I'll explain more, but right now I have to point out that the yellow dolphin, or maybe it's a seal or something, I forget which, that's the next metronome. We already saw a crab, now we see a seal. And here is the castle. That fanfare you just heard was in the very beginning of Baby Einstein's Language Nursery. My oh my, Baby Mozart has a lot of Easter eggs for Baby Einstein's Language Nursery. Alright, the green ball, the blue ball, the red ball, and the yellow ball placed onto the castle, and we already know that the hand is going to whack them as they go sliding down the slide through the door. There is an alternate one where they go past the door and go by the doghouse. I think that's it. Or, wait, that's a horse. Because castles have horses for knights to ride on when they go on quests. At least most knights do. Sometimes they just go out on their own. And here's the rocket tornado. First visual in the Sonata in D major for two pianos segment. What was I going to say about Baby Einstein's Language Nursery? Oh yes, their Baby Einstein's Language Nursery CD came out in 2000, and not only did it feature some traditional rhymes, but it also featured some songs from Baby Mozart, Baby Bach, and Baby Beethoven, the CDs, not the movies. I guess to, I don't know, show samplers of what each CD is like, you know, which songs are the best, no, not the best, but which songs are soothing and relaxing. They're all really good choices, in my opinion. And here's the alien orbiter, spinning like a top. It's still there. And it's silver. Next up is the oil drop, double slide oil drop, with the blue oil going down the slide and the purple oil going down the paddle wheel. That's still there. Still best. Glad they still have that. Alright, so here's the wave machine, and that is still there. Really glad it's still there. Most of the visuals in Baby Mozart are very irreplaceable because it's such a perfect Baby Einstein movie. is that gonna... But will the 2004 be a downfall? Doesn't look like a downfall so far. It's going from decent to passable, unlike Baby Einstein's Language Nursery, where I thought it had too many replacements. Back to the Rocket Tornado, that is irreplaceable. It's the beginning and end of the segment. And it has this very special sound effect. A Sonata in D major for 2 pianos. It was also on the Baby Einstein CD called Music Box Orchestra. It also had the Baby Mozart tune-up and fanfare, the Baby Mozart theme song, which is heard from the beginning and very end of Baby Mozart Music Festival, Piano Sonata number 10 in C major, and Concerto for Flute and Harp. Oh, sorry I missed you, St. Bernard Dog Puppet, but thank goodness you came by so I can point you out. Which also goes into the animals segment from... It starts with a dog. What was I... Oh, the Baby Mozart Twinkle Twinkle Little Star variations are also on a lot of Baby Einstein CDs. I don't think I can name them all. That was the cow, that was the duck. Or maybe I can name a few. They're probably on the same as Piano Sonata number 16 in C major. They're also on Baby Galileo, Lullaby Classics, Wake Up and Good Night, and Naptime Melodies. And here's the Ricky Rooster. That is still there. It's been a while since we've seen replacements, ever since we saw the fiber optic flower, the close-up shot. Here's the Mini Orbiter again. We already know that's still there, so glad that it's there. It's in another Baby Einstein movie, which I will get later into the season. So stay tuned for that. I know I can see Earth from below, and I know the middle one is the sun. Alright. And now we're into the butterflies. They are still there. Don't know why they have a butterfly replacing the Touch and Play teddy bear. I love the Touch and Play teddy bear. It's so cool. It's so flashy. And I've seen a video on it on YouTube, and it even plays music. Okay, so back to the Mini Orbiter. That song we're hearing, Mozart's Minuet, was not only on the Baby Mozart CD, but it was on the Language Nursery CD as well. Oh, excuse me. Here's a close-up shot of the Mini Orbiter in the dark. No, it's in the white background. Oh, and after 10 minutes or so of unchangeable visuals, we get to see our visual that replaces the horse and the candles and the chimes. Instead, we get... I think it looks like a Mindbender Blurs, but I don't think it is a Mindbender Blurs. It's some other Kinetic toy. It's something else. I don't know what it is, but it's alright. Oh, and here's an airplane. Instead of a sight and sound helicopter, we get an airplane. And the hand just pushed the button to make it go. Now we're into the Piano Sonata number 17 in B flat major segment. And we get a box of shapes. We just saw a yellow pentagon, a green triangle, a red square, and a blue circle. The hand is only putting the shapes that go on the top. Does it put the other shapes in? Nope. Instead, we get another replacement. But 3 bugs spinning on a flower. 1 bug is red, 1 bug is blue, 1 bug is yellow. The red bug has blue antennas, the yellow bug has red antennas, and the red bug has blue antennas. Blue is yellow. I'm guessing a pattern here. Antennas is the full color of the bug that comes after the other. Here's a starfish. Let's see if I got that right. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. We already know the starfish is still there because we saw it in the Humpty Dumpty segment from Baby Einstein's Language Nursery. Here are the LeMay stacking rings. The first ring is blue with yellow stars. The second ring is purple with circles, pink circles. The third ring has blue and green triangles. And the fourth and final ring is red with polka dots. That's still there. It's glad they still have that. And here's the shapes puzzle. It's still there with the big blue circle, the yellow triangle, and the red oval. If Baby Newton had a shapes review segment, that toy would certainly be in there. Anyway, here's the green square, and last but not least, the orange rectangle. I think this toy would be good for both Baby Van Gogh World of Colors and Baby Newton All About Shapes. Here are the LeMay stacking rings, but where did the pig go? Oh, I think Baby Einstein managed to use some sort of software program that lets them play clips in reverse. And that's what we get instead of seeing the pig. I actually like the pig. It's a great continuation. And different. But they still have the baby Brontosaurus walking by the activity globe because we already saw that with the baby elephant. So of course the baby Brontosaurus would still be in there. Still be in both versions. Bending its neck and walking. Why here are these stomping segments? Because Brontosauruses are very large dinosaurs. Alright, so here's the green octopus metronome. You probably guessed all metronomes were going to be, in both versions, and they are. It's tapping and tapping. Metronomes are very useful to keep up with rhythm. Now we're into the next segment, the North Pole Express, as Piano Sonata number 15 in F major plays. Oh, by the way, on the original Baby Mozart Music Festival 1998 VHS, that song played when Julie Clark was talking about how she came up with Baby Mozart and how to use it properly. You know, what you can do with your child and how music is going to shape your child and why Mozart gets children's attention. The music of Mozart gets children's attention. Okay, so we already know the rainbow spinner is there because we already saw that in the concerto for flute and harp segment. And here's the bear blowing the bubbles instead of the Coca-Cola polar bear blowing bubbles. That's the same bear we saw in the very beginning that played the drum. I could be wrong, but it looks like it. I still would have kept the Coca-Cola polar bear because I just love pointing out product placements, don't you? We already know the Chico train, or should I say the country train, is still there. It was in the concerto for flute and harp segment. And instead of a unicorn clock, we get a race car driver clock with a number 3 on it. And we know the pinwheel is still there. You know, it was in the Child's Prayer in German segment. Did I forget to mention the pet carousel, what segment that was? Oh, it was in the I Had in French segment. That's what it was in. And the food segment for Baby Einstein's Language Nursery was cherry blossoms in Japanese. The banana replaced the pepper, and the apple replaced the celery and carrots. I guess they're more easier to recognize. Alright, so back to the North Pole Express with the reindeer crossing sign, still a good one, the traffic light, and the railroad crossing. This was also in Baby Van Gogh, but it was in different colors, and it was a different variation on that toy. Now we're into the doll faces segment. Alright, so we already know that's a new doll. It was in Baby Einstein's Language Nursery. The holiday bear is replaced with the pig, and the octopus is replaced with a dog that we saw in the Little Bo Peep in French segment. And Raggedy Ann is still there. You know, she was in the Lullaby in Japanese segment, and she was still there, so of course she would still be there. And since we know that Baby Mozart the koala is the new host, his picture is now there, introducing us to the magic flute with the dolphin dance as Birdcatcher plays. 1 second of Papagino's arias. Alright. I hope they don't replace the puppets in the Magic Flute puppet shows because they were so funny and it was one of the most iconic segments in Baby Einstein history. And now we're into the second half with Girl or Woman. Here comes the giraffe puppet. He is still there. Of course he would be there because he was the one that surprised the rooster puppet, which is coming up right now. See? The rooster puppet is still there. And yeah, the giraffe puppet is still there. Really glad they are still there. Very wise decision, Baby Einstein, to keep them there. And we already know the St. Bernard dog puppet is there. See? We already saw him before. And the frog puppet, the last puppet we see, is still there. Yeah, he is still there. Oh boy, oh boy. Can you imagine any other Baby Einstein movie to enjoy other than Baby Mozart Music Festival? Oh, I do watch other Baby Einstein movies, but Baby Mozart Music Festival is probably my most watched. Alright, now we're into the Baby Mozart finale. There's the flash lanterns from the Piano Sonata number 16 segment, the Trilusion, only this time it's blue instead of red, and the mini orbiter planets, both from the Piano Sonata number 10 segment, and the drumming bear from the very beginning, the playful circus seals from the Turkish March segment, the wave machine from the Sonata for 2 piano segment, the rooster puppet from the Magic Flute puppet show segment, and the rocket tornado from the Sonata for 2 piano segment. Here's the very last thing we see, the baby playing with a star, and that was the other picture we saw on the back of the DVD cover. The baby playing with a star, the Trilusion, the red, to avoid confusion, and the well-known famous Bard the Dragon's puppet show. Those were the pictures we saw in Baby Mozart Music Festival. And the Jupiter Symphony, it's in another Baby Einstein movie, but again, we'll get to it when we get to it in this season, so stay tuned. Yes, thank you. And the Baby Mozart theme song is playing once again, and this time we don't get the man and the girl playing with the puppets that we saw. Instead, we get a more extensive look at the end credits. Yeah, through page turns. I still would have kept them because they're chatting like, you had fun? What was your favorite part? I already know what my favorite part of Baby Mozart is. But if there's one thing I have to give credit for, it's the toy companies. They mentioned that in the credits while the original did not. I guess to make sure that, where are these toys from? And here is the small Bard the toy with the Lullaby Classic CD. It's one of the best Baby Einstein CDs ever, in my opinion. I highly recommend it. But right now, it's time to say goodbye to the 2004 version of Baby Mozart Music Festival. Well, Baby Einstein fans, that was the 2004 version of probably the best Baby Einstein movie ever, Baby Mozart Music Festival. So, was it any good? I would say yes, but there could have been some things they should have kept and some they could have done better, but like the touch and play teddy bear, I still would have kept that, and what else? The unicorn clock. I think that was very pretty. Even though the race car driver does sound very cool. And the infant sensory cube being replaced with both the wooden shape cube and bugs on a flower. Yeah, they replaced one toy with two. Yeah, how about that? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But overall, they did keep a lot of great visuals. You know, they kept the mini orbiter, the tri-illusion, the trains, the rocket tornado, the ooze tube, the playful circus seal race, the busy starfish, and of course the well-known Bard the Dragon. He's irreplaceable. His blah never ever gets old. So, I wouldn't say it's as good as the original, but it's still passable, like Baby Beethoven's Symphony of Fun. I give the 2004 version of Baby Mozart Music Festival an A-. Or maybe just an A, nothing more, nothing less. And, of course, the character change is fine. You know, not really a big fan of it, but it's still fine. You know, still fine. Alright, now it's time for some questions and answers. Today's question comes from Carlos Reyes, and he asked me this. Is Baby Mozart really your favorite Baby Einstein movie, or is it all three music movies? That's a very good question, Carlos. I would say that the three music videos, Baby Bach, Musical Adventure, Baby Mozart Music Festival, and Baby Beethoven Symphony of Fun are my top three favorites because they focus on music and only the music. And Baby Einstein is best known for the music, in my opinion. Yeah, but Baby Mozart Music Festival is what I watched more than any other Baby Einstein movie in the series. It was my childhood. I always had my brain stuck with the visuals, what would be coming next, you know, being familiar with the songs that played. And so, yeah, I would say Baby Mozart is my favorite Baby Einstein movie, really. Really. No other Baby Einstein movie can top it. And if I understand that other Baby Einstein fans might have their own favorite. You know, they think Baby Beethoven is better. They think that Baby Shakespeare, World of Poetry is one of the best because it's another one that Bard is in. And they think the animal videos, you know, Baby Doolittle's Neighborhood Animals and Baby Doolittle's World Animals is better. Yeah, but I still think Baby Mozart Music Festival is the best of all of them. Alright, so I guess that's it for today. You know, stay tuned for more 2004 remakes. And don't worry, the new Baby Einstein movies yet to be revealed will still come this season. That's it for today's episode of Baby Einstein in July. This is Thomas Donegan saying, bye for now.